مونیخ 1958 23 نفر از سرنشینان هواپیما از جمله تعدادی از با استعدادترین ورزشکاران جهان جان می‌بازند.
We were really big time.
Ready for takeoff.
You could really not expect to have a better crew flying that Manchester United team.
105, V1.
The crew had not had the wings de-iced.
The pilots know what they're doing, boys. Christ, we're not going to make it.
I thought it was dead.
مسئولیت این سانحه غم‌انگیز تنها متوجه یک شخص خواهد شد.
That is one hell of a burden to take on.
And he was devastated by this.
اثبات بیگناهی این شخص بیش از 10 دهه زمان برده و تلاشی تلخ برای کشف حقیقت پشت پرده یکی از غم‌انگیزترین سوانح روی داده در تاریخ ورزش دو ملت را رو در روی یکدیگر قرار خواهد داد. پیام اضطراری. این داستانی است واقعی بر اساس گزارش‌های رسمی و گفته‌های شاهدان عینی. سانحه هوایی مونیخ 6 فوریه 1958 فرودگاه مونیخ، آلمان غربی. یک خلبان بریتانیایی برای انتقال گروهی خاص از مسافران به وطن آماده می شود. اعضای تیم فوتبال منچستر یونایتد. این گروه در دهه 1950 شناخته شده ترین ورزشکاران جهان به شمار می آیند.
Everyone in the huge Wembley crowd, from the Queen to the oldest fan, is tense with excitement.
Manchester United is probably the most premier team, most famous team this country had ever seen before.
I joined the club in December 57.
هری گرگ دروازه‌بان مشهور این تیم است.
We boarded the aircraft, which was a charter flight. We were really big time.
تیم پس از پشت سر گذاشتن یک بازی حساس در یوگسلاوی به مرحله نیمه نهایی رقابت‌های معتبر اروپایی راه یافته است.
The aircraft had to stop in Munich because it didn't have sufficient range to get back to Manchester from Belgrade without stopping to refuel.
21 بازیکن تیم و مربیان و همراهانشان در بهترین شرایط ممکن سفر هستند. هواپیمای مورد استفاده یک ایرسپید امباسادور متعلق به خطوط هوایی بریتانیایی اروپایی است. یک جت دو موتوره مجلل که با عنوان الیزابتن نیز شناخته می شود. خلبان هواپیما جیمز تین 36 ساله یکی از کارکنان سابق نیروی هوایی سلطنتی با سابقه فوق‌العاده درخشان است.
He was quite a remarkable man. He was very upright and honorable, very strong character.
The weather had been pretty grim throughout the day. Snowfall in the morning gave way to a rising of temperature to just above freezing.
پس از انجام بررسی‌های پیش از شروع پرواز توسط خلبان تین، ورزشکاران جوان جهت عزیمت به وطن وارد هواپیما می‌شوند.
They were notable for the fact that their manager, Matt Busby,
I'd like the lads to get a good night's sleep.
was picking relatively young players in the team, and that's why they were known as the Busby Babes.
Busby's babes start the second half in cracking form with that slippery winger, David.
We're a young and wonderful team, which I'm very proud to have been part of.
I'll give you guys a chance to get your money back once we're in the air, boys, all right?
11 نفر از شناخته شده ترین خبرنگاران ورزشی بریتانیا نیز جهت تهیه گزارش‌های مربوط به جدیدترین موفقیت‌های باشگاه منچستر یونایتد در هواپیما حضور دارند. هواپیما در مجموع با احتساب تعدادی از اهالی یوگسلاوی در حال عزیمت به بریتانیا دارای 38 نفر مسافر است.
How's she looking out there?
Oh, snow build-up's minimal. No need to sweep. Take us home.
Happily.
کمک خلبان 38 ساله هواپیما کنت ریموند یکی از شرکت کنندگان در جنگ جهانی دوم و خلبان الیزابتن بوده و در واقع مافوق تین در این شرکت هواپیمایی به شمار می آید.
They were both highly experienced pilots. You could really not expect to have a better crew flying that Manchester United team.
they were great friends, and of course they were captains together, and they flew together quite often.
ریمند و تین توافق نمودند که جایگاه نشستن خود را طی این پرواز تعویض کنند.
Because Captain Raymond was going to be handling the aircraft and he would be used to handling the aircraft from the left-hand seat, that's why he sat in the left-hand seat.
Port and starboard fuel cocks on, crossfeed off.
این کار خلاف خط مشی شرکت است که به صراحت میگوید خلبان باید همیشه در صندلی چپ قرار گیرد، اما به این قانون کراراً توجه نمی شود.
Throttles, port and starboard levers, 1 inch open.
Carb air, port and starboard ram.
Carb air, port and starboard ram.
Ignition boost switches off.
Ignition boost switches off.
Unit 609 Zulu uniform, I am ready to take off.
Beeline 609, your clearance expires at 3-1. Time now is 3-0. Cleared for takeoff. Right turn out.
Thank you. Rolling.
تین و ریمند در زیر بارش خفیف برف و در شرایط دمایی نزدیک به یخبندان حرکت خود را جهت برخاستن از سطح باند آغاز می‌کنند.
Full power.
Full power.
I'd been reading a book that one of the lads had passed to me. I was reading that, and we sat off down the runway, and I looked out the window. No big deal at all.
Temperatures and pressures okay. 90. 100. Abandon takeoff.
But suddenly I watched the wheels lock and unlock. The plane started to spin. We stopped slightly side on.
Sorry about that. Engine fluctuating.
609, we are abandoning the takeoff.
Tower, please say again.
We are abandoning the takeoff.
May we backtrack? Over.
Engine boosting.
I would think so, yes.
The problem was with boost surging, it happened with that particular engine on that particular aircraft. It was Bristol Centaurus engine. It was prone to doing this, especially at airports which are at high altitudes. And one of the problems was that the thrust sometimes was opened too fast.
609, clear to backtrack.
هواپیمای الیزابتن جهت تلاشی دوباره برای برخاستن از سطح باند به ابتدای مسیر باز می‌گردد.
I truthfully can say I was not too perturbed at all. Another adventure for a young man, and I was not a bad flyer at that time.
Munich 609 Zulu uniform. When we get to the end of the runway, I should like to take off again. Is the clearance still valid?
609, your clearance is still valid.